And there's the shot through the legs.
And back to the live action.
Probert. Kocur.
Yep.
And a stick.
And they used to be the tightest of friends. Kocur going to the body here.
6 of those. Boy, we haven't seen that. I didn't think that would ever happen. You know that? But separation for a long period of time now in different jerseys. You fight for your own team and your own jersey. That's what happened here.
They were the tightest of friends in Detroit. Right here, Kocur going at Probert. They're separated. Penalties will be handed out. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, now Probert is into it. There goes Probert and Kocur.
There we go. Boy, Bob Probert got in tight right away, Gary. He didn't want to lock out with Joey Kocur and just start throwing him. Look at him. He doesn't want to throw him now. Bob Probert knows, as tough as he himself is, he remembers that Joey Kocur had the reputation and really still has as the biggest puncher in the game today. He's got the biggest knockout punch in the game today. But then again, they're pals. I mean, maybe that's why Probert didn't want to stand back and duke it out.
We'll see what they call on this one. Hawks back in the lead. What the hell kind of game?
Langdon wants Probert right now. I think he's staying with him.
Yeah, watch out.
They're both going to get penalties, or at least no.
Pushing, shoving, penalties coming up.
Kocur moved in.
And now we've got more going on.
Kocur moved in. I thought for sure it was going to be Langdon and Probert going to go.
You know, John, Probert has not looked to fight that much. I saw the game against Winnipeg the other night. Jim McKenzie challenged him, wanted him to fight. Probert dropped the gloves and then just tied up McKenzie, and he was disinterested. He didn't want to fight, and it looked like he didn't want to fight Langdon.
That's exactly right there, but the referee had his arm up. The Rangers had the puck, and in fact, Richter's at the box.
Yeah.
The penalty at the Rangers bench. So the original was going against Probert. There you could see Cam Russell wanted to get in at Langdon. Now Kocur came across to make it a 3-on-2. I hear Buka Boom and Russell having a few words. This may develop here. See the linesman looking there? Better get back there in a hurry.
This is Russell's first game back. He was injured in a fight, suffered a separated shoulder.
Well, that's all he needs then, just to get back in and re-injured. Some of the big boys on the ice here. Russell is a rugged defenseman. This is Langdon being held up by Probert, and then Langdon holds Probert's stick. Probert wants to get away. And I think from that point, Langdon challenged Probert more than Probert challenged Langdon. And I couldn't understand why the referee, well, he had his arm up, so who knows. And then Kocur moved in.
I wonder if he was calling Langdon for holding the stick. It's now a 5-on-4.
That was a crazy play by Probert.
Probert and Kypreos. This time Probert goes to Kypreos.
Probert went way out of his way to go do something. He must be mad at everybody now. He dropped the gloves, everything. His team's on a power play, and he went way out of his way to hit Kypreos. Kypreos just now stands at his bench, and Probert gets the penalty. This is the first time Probert's made a real crazy play in this game. Crazy play. I mean, he doesn't help his team there in a 4-4 game. Messier was pulled down, but it was a play that shouldn't have been penalized, in my opinion. And then Kypreos is over there a long ways away from the puck, and Probert just went over after him. The penalty was already going to be called, and Probert went back at Kypreos. Probert knew he was going to get the penalty, and he tried to get it to be evened up, but Kypreos didn't go for the bait. So there's Kypreos after the hit, going back to try and even it up, and that's when Kypreos decided not to drop his gloves, nor should he. Smart play by Kypreos.
Something must have gotten under Probert's skin while he was sitting in the penalty box. He's right back in.
On now the whistle. Patrick Poulin for Bob
Probert, and there are two Rangers in there. Bob Probert's got his hands full. Guess what? One of them's Joey Kocur, the other one's Darren Langdon. Who is that in there pulling Langdon off? Brent Sutter, wouldn't you know? Good old teammate Brent Sutter. And then there's Cam Russell who's got a piece of Langdon, and Langdon's mauling Russell with his right hand. Both Langdon and Kocur had Bob Probert pinned up against the boards.
We have not seen much of the Langdon line here in this game for the New York Rangers.
A couple times in the first period. But they are a going concern, especially when they're out there against Big Bob Probert. And Joey Kocur and Bachman, the reason that they didn't go, and they have sworn that they most likely wouldn't go. I mean, that can always be broken, but they were teammates when they were members of the Detroit Red Wings. They were the big 1-2 punch of the Detroit Red Wings, Joe Kocur and Bob Probert, so they know each other really well. Darren Langdon doesn't know Proby that well.
Boom was in there as well.
Some beef. The beef was there. You want to know where's the beef? Well, there's the beef. Hey, the Blackhawks were pretty well represented, too. I mean, Brent Sutter would jump in there to save anybody, any one of his teammates. And Cam Russell, we talked about him in the first period, even nursing a bad shoulder that he hurt in a fight with Chris Simon from the play along the boards. Pick it up with Igor Ulanov coming up the side. Pretty decent takeout attempt, but there in the foreground of that action going behind was Probert and Darren Langdon. And then Joey Kocur came in just to put the bear hug on Probert. You ever see that little kids game? It's kind of the plastic successor to Tinker Toys called Connects, where they all snap together. Coach Muller was one.
And the sticks get up. Kiprios is looking for a fight. He's going to get one as Probert just charged into him. Probert goes back to him, drops his gloves, hits Kiprios.
Well, beneath that calm-looking face, and the boys are congratulating Nick Kiprios because he may have just sucked Bob Probert in to a penalty situation without going himself. But beneath that calm, cool-looking face, a very angry man right now.
He gets a charging minor.